What's up, guys? Dash Rush Fast here, and today we're going to be looking at the top 3 worst and best SpongeBob episodes, and it's only the ones I've watched. So, let's get into it. Number 3 worst is one course meal. Man, everyone hates this one. And for good reason, too. Like, holy crap, Mr. Krabs is unlikable in this episode. What a jerk, man. I feel bad for Plankton, man. And the fact that Plankton was contemplating suicide, that's when you know you've gone too far, man. You have to just know this. Yeah, it is one course meal gets the hate it deserves, man. They paint Mr. Krabs to be such an unlikable jerk, man. Like, jeez. I don't care if Plankton's the bad guy. I feel bad for him. He doesn't deserve to be tortured for no reason. And SpongeBob helped Mr. Krabs at the end. Yeah, totally good. Totally okay. Yeah, sure. Plankton's totally the bad guy. Yeah, definitely makes sense, man. Basically, yes, this episode does deserve to be called one of the worst SpongeBob episodes in the entire show's run. I hate this episode so dang much. Yeah, basically, yes, the hate for this episode is very, very, very deserved. I don't want, just don't subject yourself to this utter garbage, man. It is terrible. Just please, whatever you do, don't watch this trash. How about you watch, the number 3 best episode on this list. This episode is really, really good, man. I love it, man. The ending with the Krusty Krab now being SpongeBob's because of his pretty patties. The fact that SpongeBob came up with the idea, and when Mr. Krabs and Squidward made fun of him, he actually pulled through and went on and decided to stick to his beliefs that pretty patties are a good idea, and he got the Krusty Krab key because of it. Now, of course, if it was the Spineless Bob seasons, season 8 or something, then SpongeBob would have been oh, Mr. Krabs is God, so he's everything. I mean nothing in this world, so I must agree with everything is said. So you're right. This was a stupid idea, Mr. Krabs. That's basically SpongeBob in a nutshell from season 8 when he was spineless. So yeah, I find this episode really, really good. I'm glad they got to do this episode. It's not bad at all. Of course it's from the early seasons, the pre-movie seasons, so of course so there's a 99% chance of this, being in this list. I've watched it, and it's really good. I recommend checking it out. Holy crap, SpongeBob is a creep in this episode. He decided to rob Squidward of his own vacuum just because he wanted him to visit. And Patrick told him, listen, when people say they want Patrick to be like season 1 Patrick, they do not mean to have him steal things for advice and then have advice. No, and that wasn't even advice. It's just a plot device to make sure that everything happens. I cannot get over that. And Squidward is basically the viewer creeped out. And it's so weird. The only thing that's quote-unquote happy is the ending after Squidward's breakdown which is a little creepy, and it's because SpongeBob basically burned down Squidward's house because Squidward left a casserole in the oven to go get his vacuum cleaner. So, I guess you could kind of say SpongeBob set Squidward's house on fire, which is just as bad. Like, it's just like, no, and also, no. Don't ever do that again, SpongeBob team. Please, never do anything like Squid's Visit or One Course Meal or the #1 spot on this list ever again. Okay? Good. All right. Yeah. So Squid's Visit is pretty bad. I don't like it at all. Well, it's just not good, man. I really wish they handled it better. I like the Chez le Sponge joke when Squidward's like, oh, that was a horrible nightmare. That was kind of funny in my opinion, but everything else is just a hot mess. Man, this one was good. I really liked it. It has Doodle Bob. It has the magic pencil. Patrick's good in it. Squidward's decently funny, even though he only appears in like 2 scenes. He's also, this is also where the little Spongebob Destroyer of Evil joke is. It's really good, you know. And yes, I'm clearing my throat. But anyways, like, it's classic. Like, I mean, obviously it's because of how old it is. It's from like, season 2. Yeah. It's from season 2. And it's old and good. I mean, of course it's from season 2, so of course it's going to be pretty good. So yeah, it's a pretty good episode, you know? I recommend you watch it. It's really, really good. It introduces Doodle Bob. It has good Patrick and Squidward scenes. And, you know, the obvious magic pencil. And as well as, well, the SpongeBob Destroyer of Evil joke being here finally. Well, not finally, but you know what I mean. It's pretty funny, too, and I really like it. So, please, I recommend you watch it. Holy moly, Yours, Mine, and Mine is the worst one of the bunch, man. It's the worst one. Now, you could say that, Plankton got served. I mean, One Course Meal is worse because of Plankton's near suicide, but I'm too lazy to change the order, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. Too bad, I guess. Anyways, Yours, Mine, and Mine is about Patrick pretending to share with SpongeBob. Oh, yay! And oh, look, so Patrick doesn't share with SpongeBob for a toy. A toy. Got it? A toy. Yeah, a toy. Yeah, it's a toy. That was just a Krabby Patty. But no, apparently, Mr. Krabs is greedy. Yeah, you obviously know Mr. Krabs is greedy. He'll do anything for money. And when Patrick gets a kitty meal... Okay, I'll stop. But when Patrick gets a kitty meal... Patrick's sad/upset that there's no toy. Mr. Krabs is just like, money. Okay, now we'll stop. Alright, anyways. And, so he makes a toy out of a Krabby Patty. SpongeBob's like, yay! And then Patrick's like, let's share! And then Patrick basically just steals it for the rest of the episode. Yada yada, you know, you get the point. SpongeBob gets frustrated and, Patrick steals the toy. Wait, I never said that. Whatever. And, Patrick eats the toy at the end, which is what was meant to be for this Krabby Patty. And then there's just more toys that Mr. Krabs made at the end. The exact same toy. He just copied it 1 trillion times. And oh yay, Patrick steals money from SpongeBob. Alright, now I'll stop for real. Alright, but yeah, this episode is atrocious. Alright, yeah, that's pretty much it about this episode. It's atrocious. I don't recommend you watching it because it's bad. Man, this episode is good. Like, of course, it's the best on this list for a reason. Now, you may be whining about how I'm not putting Band Geeks here, but I really haven't watched Band Geeks in a while, and I could care less about, like, no, don't try and start a witch hunt, because I don't like I don't want to watch a very good episode, which, yes, it's one of the best episodes. Band Geeks is really good, except I don't feel like putting it on this list. Oh, look, variation. And also, I just feel like putting Chocolate with Nuts on this list. It's a top 3. If it was a top 5, maybe I'd put Band Geeks higher and actually have it be existent. Having it as like a number 1. But honestly, I am not doing a top 5 best and worst SpongeBob episodes because that means more for me to watch. So I'm not going to do that. And yes, I'm going to stop with the loud equals funny jokes now. Alright, good. Okay, but like, just the idea of SpongeBob and Patrick becoming chocolate salesmen is a great idea, and they roll with it so dang well. I'm glad they did what they did with the episode. It's well done, and I appreciate it. And it's a very, very much a classic. It's very much a classic episode. There we go. Sorry, I was having a bit of a spasm for a second. This is obviously a joke. Do not take this seriously. Okay, anyways, but like, yeah. It's a classic, and it's perfectly rated, which is an amazing episode. It's really, 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 really good. Okay, now I'll stop with the loud equals funny jokes, okay? Got it? Great. I'll stop. And yeah, Chocolate with Nuts is just the best episode on this list because I don't feel like watching Band Geeks. Alright? Good. Alright, guys, that was the top 3 worst and best SpongeBob episodes, in my opinion. I hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure to like and subscribe. Alright? Good. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.